How did Victorian homes, such as this one, end up becoming the default haunted house? Where did haunted houses originate, and why do people pay to visit them? We're going to answer these questions and more on today's episode of Sims and History. Before we get started, my name's Bree and I post new Sims and History videos on Saturdays. Please give me a subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any videos and fun Sims content. What's a haunted house? Well, it's a house that's haunted. These houses are thought to be inhabited by spirits, typically of the deceased people who used to live in the home and may have even perished there. Usually, upon investigation, homes that have been suspected to be haunted are found to have other causes for the paranormal phenomenon, such as hoaxes, hallucinations, confirmation bias, and environmental factors. One might think a home is haunted if they experience things such as creaks, sounds, things moving on their own, or cold spots within the house. But where did all of this come from? The belief of hauntings has been around for a long time and is something that cultures from all over the world seem to have some sort of belief in, although these beliefs do vary regionally. In the British Isles, hauntings used to be attributed to fairies, according to paranormal historian Owen Davies. In the Middle East, jinn are believed to be supernatural creatures responsible for misfortune, possession, and disease. Haunting beliefs are very common. In fact, according to Benjamin Radford, nearly every town and city has at least one suspected haunted place. Today, hauntings are typically attributed to supernatural and paranormal activities. The first commercial haunted house was opened in 1915, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. We've established that lots of people believe in haunted houses, but just how many? In 2005, there was a poll which came across some findings. It reported Americans, Canadians, and Britons' beliefs that their homes could be haunted. Of the Americans, 37% thought their home could be haunted. 28% of Canadians believe so, and 40% of Britons believe that their home could be haunted as well. Some beliefs of hauntings are deeply ingrained in culture. For example, in August in Japan, they create obakeyashiki, which is a ghost house, where they believe spirits of their ancestors may visit. In China, the Haunted Mansion was not built in Shanghai Disneyland due to the local beliefs of ghosts and hauntings. The home that I am building here is actually a recreation of the Phantom Mansion at Disneyland Paris. You might think your grandma's place is haunted, but let's talk about the A-listers in the haunted house community. Here's some of the top 5. First up is Amityville. This home is well known for the horror movie Amityville Horror, which was inspired by the 1974 murder of the DeFeo family. Next is Borley Rectory in England. Dubbed the most haunted house in England, this home was actually demolished in the 1940s. Reports of hauntings began in the mid-1800s, claiming unexplained footsteps, sightings of the ghost of a nun, and other apparitions, as well as a phantom coach driven by 2 headless horsemen. In Canada, we have Casa Loma in Toronto, which is suspected to be haunted and is now a museum. Around Halloween, it is decorated and used as a commercial haunted house. In fourth, we have Corvin Castle, alleged to be haunted by Vlad the Impaler and the spirits of the people that he killed. It's considered one of the most haunted places in the world. Finally, we have the Winchester Mystery House in California. Most haunting stories here are anecdotal and conflict each other, but nonetheless it has a reputation of being haunted. The idea of haunted houses as an attraction only really started in 1915 with the opening of the Orton and Spooner Haunted House in England. Haunted houses really took off in the 1970s and usually were made in Gilded Age homes and Victorian houses. This home style fell out of style in the early 20th century and left many Victorian homes abandoned and poorly maintained, giving them that creepy and haunted vibe. As of 2005, it's estimated that there were around 3,500 to 5,000 haunted house attractions in the US alone. However, these US haunted homes have nothing on the Japanese obakeyashiki. They are considered the best in the world and include being chased by zombies, heavily themed attractions such as schools or hospitals, and more. The super scary Labyrinth of Fear is also located in Japan and claims to be the biggest and scariest haunted house in the world. Over 4 million people have visited this house since opening. That's it for today, folks. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed this build. Let me know in the comments, do you believe in ghosts? Have you ever been to a haunted house? And if not, would you go to a haunted house? Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Enjoy this new pack, and I will see you in the next video.